Hello friends, my name is Abhinav and in this video I am going to cover a topic DSCP. So we will see what is DSCP and how DSCP works. So there are two ways to assign IP address in the system. First one is static and second one is dynamic. So we will assign the IP address in the system by static. Static means manually enter IP address in the host. Suppose we have a system and we need to enter the IP address in the system manually. We don't assign the IP address through some server. So we go to the system setting and enter the IP address, subnet mask and whatever our DNS is in the system, and just save our IP address in the system setting. So we are hearing just manually enter the IP address. And second one is dynamic allocation. In dynamic allocation, whenever we power on the device, the device sends some request to the server where device gets an IP address automatically. So we don't have to do any manually work. System do it automatically, assign the IP address. So whatever job in dynamic process, it will do by automatically. Let's assume that we have one organization and we have a number of system in our organization. Suppose we have 100 system in our organization. So we can't enter IP address each and every system manually. So it is too difficult job to enter IP address manually each and every system. So here our DSCP or dynamic allocation process work. So whenever we add some configuration of DSCP in our server and we power on our system, whenever we boot our system, the system sends a request to our DSCP server where DSCP server responds IP address to client. So client gets an IP address. So automatically assign IP address in the system, in the client. So configuring system on the network by assigning IP address to system 1 on boot automatically. So whenever system boot, it gets an IP address automatically. So DSCP is dynamic allocation of IP address in the system. So now let's understand how DSCP work. In this diagram we have a one client and this is our DSCP server. We can make DSCP server any server or any router. So we need to add some configuration command. We will see in next video in our server. Then our router will work as a server, DSCP server. So there are few messages which will exchange between client and server in DSCP process. So let's try to understand what are these messages, and we will see. First one is DSCP discover message. Suppose this is our client. When I am going to boot or power on this client, the client is sending a DSCP discover message to DSCP server. So this message is a broadcast message. So whenever we on the device, it is sending a DSCP discover message, and this is a broadcast message. Here this client is requesting an IP address. So its client is telling us, I don't have an IP address, I need IP address. So that it's generating a DSCP discover message to the server. So I need an IP address. So once DSCP discover message reach to DSCP server, DSCP server sends an DSCP offer message. So when server send DSCP offer message to client, so the DSCP offer message contain an information of IP address, subnet mask and lease duration. So this message is unicast message. So once this message is reached to DSCP client, so it selects an IP address. So it sends a DSCP request message. In DSCP request message, it sending an IP address selection. So it's simply telling the server that can I use this IP address. So DHCP server sends an acknowledgement packet in which it's acknowledged that you can use this IP address and subnet mask and whatever DNS is DNS server. So these four messages are the message which exchange between client and server. After that, client gets an IP address from the server. So next part is configuration part. We will see in next video how to configure DHCP server. What are the command we will add in router to work as a DHCP server. Thanks for watching my video.